Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And as you guys can see, my cable is now tier 4. I just couldn't help myself, especially considering how strong this character was just at level 80. And I wanted tier 4 him just because I wanted to do some high level clears against Mephisto, 95 and above, but also against stage 70 to 74 against Ultron. A very, very difficult stage for me to be able to do, especially considering my dollar that I do have on my account. So I decided to go ahead and play it safe and slap a brilliant CTP of destruction. Now, I don't think he needs this thing at all. I actually think that the mighty energy would have been more than enough. In fact, I know that it is more than enough, especially considering how fast the brilliant CTP of destruction was able to destroy these high levels of world boss guys. I mean, I was able to do stage 95, and this is really what kills me, is my valor. I really need to get higher valor, need to be facing higher level world bosses to increase my valor at a faster rate, so that way I could do a lot more damage. But then we also have Ultron, who gets pretty rough, especially, whenever you're up at this level 70 marker, right? You need mutant males, right? And I had a hell of a time trying to do this with Magneto, and Wolverine just isn't near strong enough. Namor can do it, but I really didn't want to tier 4 him in all honesty, because I had a whole bunch of other combat characters already at tier 4. Well, not a whole bunch, but quite a few others. So I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for a character that would have a little bit more utility for me, which is Cable. So let me bring up the run for you guys right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go. So this is stage 95 against Mephisto. And we're going to build that meter. We hit the 534. Make sure we get our 70% proc. Boom. Oh yeah. Now, I will say that in this higher level, really any character you play with is going to struggle when it comes to survivability. If you get caught in that chip damage, if you get caught in certain attacks, you will die. Now, something about Cable that I do kind of wish they would have done is gave him a survivability tool on his tier 4. But as you guys can see, the damage is absolutely ridiculous. Like, he is look at the bars just flying off of stage 95. Just astronomical how much damage he's actually doing. And whenever Mephisto does the 4-way attack there, you can sometimes just go ahead and jump in there and do your 5-3-4 combo and kind of, the 4 will move you around, but sometimes you will take damage, you will get hit. So I just played it safe, right, and just kind of make sure I got to the side. That way, I didn't take any damage. Make sure he went ahead and did the 4-way and then went ahead and attacked afterwards. And it is nice that you can use Jean Grey as a striker to give him the full benefits, because a lot of people are going to have Jean at tier 4. She's a character well worth tier 4ing. I mean, guys, the damage is just absolutely bonkers. Yes, I know I'm using a brilliant, but I'm telling you, I mean, when you look at the damage, you just know that with a mighty, he's going to do pretty damn well for you. I mean, I could not do this with Magneto. I had so many problems. The damage just wasn't quite there, right? But with Cable, and again, I just slapped the brilliant on because I was kind of worried about stage 70 Ultron. That's really the reason I went ahead and decided to put the brilliant on, because I didn't want to put a mighty on him and then maybe somewhat struggle against Ultron. I thought, you know what, let's just go ahead, put the brilliant on him, because, I got to do 4 clears against Mephisto, and I also got to do 4 clears against Ultron. Try to move up the ladder in both of those bosses. So that's kind of why I went ahead and decided to do it. I mean, I already have it. It wasn't equipped on anybody, so I thought, you know what, screw it. Why not, right? And yeah, now Cable does have enough HP, especially at tier 4, where you can run through the toxic meteorites. You won't die immediately. You will be able to survive, and his heal just really, really helps out so much. I mean, wow. The boy is plowing it on, man. Oh, and that is what we don't want, getting hit. But as you guys can see, he took quite a few shots. We sat the toxic meteorite for a little bit, and yet he still could survive. Yes, we lost a lot of HP, but he could hang in there and survive, which is nice, which is a big reason why I think this uniform is just so good. But I mean, under 3-minute clear, so there's a lot of leeway right there, which pretty much shows you that with a mighty, he could definitely do this, guys. I have no doubt that he could do this high stage if you have high enough valor and good enough cards, enough pierce on your account. I have 22% pierce to where you could actually get that done with a mighty. And I think if you had your valor leveled up, I guarantee you could do this as well. My valor is really what kills me the most when it comes to my world boss legend clears, and so it can be a little difficult. Again, I really need to be playing higher level world boss legends more often so I can build that valor a little bit more, so that way I could do higher levels of world boss more often. It'd be a lot easier and a lot less painful to do these bosses. But as you guys can see, Cable really pretty much just murders this guy. We're not going to do as much damage against Ultron as what we did against Mephisto, because Ultron's just a higher difficulty boss. His defenses are just higher. It's just more difficult. He has a higher decreased damage received than Mephisto, so it's just a lot harder to take him out, right? Now I'm just going ahead and using his 534 to go ahead and take Ultron out of his phase, and then just start plowing on a bunch of damn damage. Oh yeah. Ooh, got caught in the tornadoes there. That's definitely what we don't want. Okay, let's move around. And by the way, this only took me one try. Now, if I was using that mighty, it probably would take me a few tries, because I would probably have to get a really good run in order to get it done with my cards and the amount of pierce that I have, and with the valor that I do currently have. So I'm just kind of playing it safe. And this is something I do like about using a Brilliant, is that because I can do so much damage, it really gives me a lot of leeway to kind of run around, play around a little bit, pick my moments where I really want to attack. Whereas sometimes whenever you're playing with an obelisk or a build that you're doing good damage, but you're just not doing quite enough to get the fight done within the 5-minute time frame, it's just it really can, you got to play super aggressive, so sometimes that can cause you to die. Whereas whenever you have, like one of these OP obelisks, you can really afford to kind of kill some time. Now there we actually missed our proc, which kind of sucked. At least I think we did. It looks like we did. But oh yeah, I mean, we got 4.5 hours left over, and we got 3 minutes to spare, right? A little less than 3 minutes to spare. Ultron really is one of my favorite bosses to fight. I just love his phases. I just love taking him on. I don't like that he iframes a lot and he moves all over the place. It kind of sucks when you play with a proc, but when it comes to Cable, it's not too shabby at all, not too bad at all. And yeah, we just got time frozen, which is kind of a bummer. Boom. See you later, Cyclops. That's kind of a bummer, man. And boom. All right, so we're going to go ahead and switch to Magneto just to make sure that I don't lose my Cable. All right, we're going to use Magneto's basic attack there because it's got a lot of nice range. All right, so we're going to kind of move away. Magneto actually has fairly decent movement speed, which is nice. Now I'm going to screw up. I'm going to hit that, get time frozen, but no big deal because we only got 1.5 bar life left on Ultron. So we're just going to go ahead, build up the meter, and boom, shakalaka, dead. Just a little over 3 minute clear. Now again, that's enough time that you probably could do this with a mighty, even with your valor being, not as high as it really should be. But that is Cable getting it done against stage 95 Mephisto. So I'll be using him from 95 to 99, and from stage 70 Ultron. So I'll be using him from stage 70 to 74. So guys, let me know what you think about Cable getting it done. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. T+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.